EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Like 20. 57 to Mark. 57.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Alert. Watch out. Check. Hot. Check 3. Hey, gun. Like 50. It's hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They find some open field here. 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11.
Garoppolo now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Back. 6 guys. Check it out. Alert flare. Tight dog. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get ready.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Shit.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Push him back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. 8 yards there and a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Here we go. Watch left.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Mike's 56. Coming to you. Coming to you. SOS.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw is Jackson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80!
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
21.
It's just me, man.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And the Bills first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
11.
Watch the run.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Garoppolo now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Garoppolo again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jalen Ferguson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, team 6.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man open. That's Harry. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
56.
Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by Crowder. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Bravo!
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Get that ball.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching your five. Don't let
Jackson now. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Ravens. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And Zerline's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Watch the slap. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Complete. It's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. A field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are on 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, Diogo.
They go to Johnson again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 31. Slam. It's great.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Zerline now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 30, Ravens 20. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
54. Mike's 54.
You gonna get the ball?
Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
50. They can't hang with us.
White.
Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to
Black.
I got you. Check 50. Check
11.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
21. Here we go.
50.
Hey, whoa. Top.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 33-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
21.
Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.